So that's a lot of what I learned up in Vancouver. A lot of drawing. That film, it's about 2 minutes, and my paper stack was about this big. So drawings, rough cleanup, and then I hand painted every frame.
Wow.
Crazy. After classical animation, hand drawn, we moved on to flash animation, which I'm pretty sure you guys have seen lots and lots of. Fairly Odd Parents, basic, that kind of look. And what I learned in Flash got me the job that I have now, and as Jackie mentioned, it's American Education Corporation, which is a division of K-12, and they put together interactive educational media. So basically, I get to go in and draw pictures on a computer all day, do illustrations. Last week I drew dinosaurs all day long. It was awesome. And you get to do lots of animation. It's not always as fun as Baby Octopus Romance. And sometimes, muscles flexing. But still, it's drawing all day long and getting paid for it, which is fantastic. I've got a great boss. I look forward to going to work every day, and I feel like I owe a lot of it to you guys when I learned at USAO. And other than work, this is what I'm up to. I keep up with my website. Just anything that I draw and come up with, just make sure I keep myself busy, keep myself in practice. I added up all my notebooks and did a little bit of math and figured out I do about 2 sketchbooks a month of drawing. So just staying in practice and drawing all the time. And then there's also the fiber art, which I started my senior year here. And just knit away and sew away. And I've been in the last 2 issues of Stuffed magazine, which has been a pretty fun experience. There's some cool artists that get picked to be in there.
Is that you on the cover?
No, this is, I'm not sure whose work that is, but I'm aiming for cover art next time. I've got got it all in the works. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
And I think that pretty much brings me up to date on my life since USAO.
What are your materials here with the fiber art?
Mostly I just use yarn that I find at like thrift stores and stuff, because they're unraveling stuff and reusing yarn. And then some felted stuff, like this little monster guy's felt. That's fun to work with too.
These critters from your sketchbooks?
Sometimes I sketch them, and sometimes I just start knitting. I don't really know how to work from patterns. I'm good at faking being good.
Your choice of grad school, was that the only grad school you applied to? How did you ultimately arrive at that one?
Eventually, it's the only one I applied to. I started researching during sophomore reviews because that's when I decided I knew I had to go to film school. It's what I always wanted to do. And it came down to two places, which was Cal Arts or Vancouver Film School. They're just the elite, the best schools. And Vancouver is a lot more affordable, which isn't cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than Cal Arts.
How cheap are we talking?
It's about $30,000 for the year.
For the year?
Got a 2-year diploma and 1 year of education.
Okay.
Is that normal?
It's pretty average. Yeah.
What did you learn there?
Goodness. I learned that you guys are going to be the best teachers you could hope to find in basic drawing skills, perspective, life drawing. If I hadn't come here first, I would have been pretty lost trying to just go and animate. I learned that you don't be an ass. That was our storyboarding teacher's #1 rule: don't be an ass and come do your work.
Okay.
Because a lot of times it ends up being who you talk to and who you make friends with and just what kind of person you are.
How about Stuffed Magazine? What was the process getting your work into it?
Well, it actually kind of started during my senior show here. I had a bunch of cartoons and watercolor and ink drawings, and basically during one of our seminar classes they said it might be kind of boring if you don't have anything other than this. So I started looking around and seeing what other artists were doing and found these magazines. And there's several. There's art doll stuff. There's a few, and you just mail your stuff in and hope for the best.
I was wondering which animators inspired you to do what you do.
Oh goodness, I'm actually at heart I love stop motion. Ray Harryhausen was a big inspiration, and all the Studio Ghibli stuff is just gorgeous.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the process of the animation film that you made?
Yeah, the process of animation is probably 85% pre-production, and then the rest is in production. Storyboarding process took the longest, getting everything timed out exactly right. You just you draw everything that needs to happen without actually animating it, kind of all the keyframes. And once that gets approved, you go into rough animation, and that's, I think, the most beautiful looking. You see all the scratching marks to the side, and rough animation doesn't take terribly long, but then you have to do in-betweens and get it smooth, and then clean it up. So basically go back and trace everything that you've drawn. And this is 24 frames for 1 second of animation. So 24 drawings times 2 with the cleanup. About 50 drawings for a second of film.
Wow.
And then after cleanup is color. A lot of people do digital paint, but I did watercolors, or egg tempera actually, because I liked it when I was here. So egg tempera. So what is that up to? 75 drawings for a second.
My goodness.
Yes.
What programs did you use for your animation?
Let's see, what was that called? Digicel Flipbook for compiling the drawings, just for testing. And then we used Toon Boom Pro, which was actually a lot of fun. It's a really fluid program. It's really easy to use. And a lot of people painted in Photoshop, actually, just basic Adobe programs.
Now, when you use the egg tempera, what kind of paper or what kind of material were you painting onto? Is this like a transparent cell type?
I still just use the animation paper, which is really thin. So I'd use very thin paint to keep it from wrinkling too badly. But then I don't know, it was kind of a pain at that point because to scan them in, you have a stack of papers this big. So we have a quick scanner that would take drawings and just scan them all, except it does black and white. So I had to stand at a flatbed scanner and scan every watercolor drawing.
Wow.
And then realign them because it was a different alignment than the fast scanner.
Whew.
It's a tedious process. All animation is tedious.
The final product, though, was well worth it, though. I really liked that.
Thank you. It was a good experience, all in all.
Do you have any long-term career goals, or are you at where you want to be?
I'm happy for now. I'd say eventually I would like to go back and get my MFA and be back in graduate level teaching, possibly. I miss being around artists and art all the time. I can't do it.
Are there other artists where you work?
Yeah, there's one other designer in my office, and then we have our boss, who is a designer but doesn't design much because he has so many other responsibilities. And then we have some contractors that are in Montana and San Antonio, so I don't really interact with them, but they work for us.
Okay.
When you were here, how did you start building your concept? Like, the area that you want to be like, what kind of process did you personally go through?
It's really kind of a personal journey, I guess, because I came to school thinking I need to find something stable, I'm not going to make it as an animator, not going to make films. But then when sophomore reviews came around, it was really, what do you want to do? What's going to make you happy? And I just drew the line and said, I'm going to do it, and started looking into schools, seeing what they required, and fulfilling their requirements.
What kind of requirements did they look for? Do you remember?
Very wide portfolios, very varied things. A lot of life drawing is very, very important. Take life drawing, take lots of life drawing. Character sketches, did film if you could do it. They wanted animation examples, just everything under the sun. They want experience in all fields.
Okay.
Yes.
The stuff you do at your job now, is it animated or is it all just?
Some of it is. Most of it is interactive animation. So the student, it's almost sort of like a game design, I guess, in that sense. So the student helps the animation along. But it's still animation. It's still a lot of fun.
What's the product used for that you make?
It's I don't know, some local schools use it, some like regular high schools, junior highs, but a lot of times it'll be like charter type schools or even juvie schools and people that don't have typical means of education, and they get their degrees and diplomas that way. Yes.
Do you have any examples of that you can show?
I did, but that's the problem I've run into technology-wise.
Yeah, we had a little tech problem with that, so sorry about that.
It's our fault.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your experience looking for your first job? Or
That was kind of a miracle, actually. It was the grace of God and hard work, because I graduated on Friday, came home on Saturday, applied on Monday, and interviewed on Wednesday. I was working the next week.
did you already have a set of places lined up that you wanted to apply to, or did you just happen to find those?
to take Sunday off. I need a little break.
Just a little one.
I didn't expect. I thought Monday, I'll start 5 places a day, sending my application, and got on Craigslist and found this place, and it just worked out.
What's the most important thing you think a student could take with them to an interview?
Genuity. You have to be yourself. Don't try to impress them. Don't try to lean your portfolio to what you think they'll want, because you just need to be comfortable working where you're working, and they'll see the difference in the product if you take it through.
Good. Anything else, at least for right now?